Hey guys, this is Bankai reporting live from the Nexus, and today I'm bringing you more Hawken PvP. Okay guys, so what we've got here is some good old missile assault, which is more or less, I mean, this stuff just pretty much never happens on Hawken, guys, alright? More so in the US servers. I think it every now and again I'll see, well, maybe not missile assault, but I'll see I'll see some siege going in Europe, you know, but I just prefer sticking to my good old Dallas servers, guys. That's where I get my best ping, and you know, I really just trust the timing here a lot more, even though I can get used to the Euro ping. I can get used to that timing, but I really just prefer, you know, trying my luck in the US servers. And this is actually some games that we arranged via the Hawken Discord with Tarmin, Inamina, Ace, and this time we got Kale to join us. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And it was some really good games, very difficult. I think especially because I was going a bit off meta, if that's how you say it, in these games, practicing my Flak Scout, which I love a lot. Surely by now you guys have realized I have quite the love affair with this mech. I really love the Flak Scout, guys, but yeah, these games were a lot of fun, and I was just having a blast enjoying the rhythm of this mech. I just love I love how the weapons work. I love fighting on the ground with it like this. Like I don't know, there's just something. Am I the only one who loves the rhythm of this mech? I love it, man. I would have loved to use this mech on PC when it was a bit stronger, because it's quite weak on console right now. So here we have me and Ace just doing our best to really, yeah, kind of, I don't know, go out on our shields basically, because I'm sure by now we would have realized there is no way in hell we're winning this game. Yeah, we're definitely not taking back control of this match, but like I said, it was super fun, and I really look forward to these events with my Hawken comrades. It's really one of the best ways to get some wholesome matches going. Some interesting exchanges end up taking place right here. You know, an interesting thing you can do when playing a shooter game like this is to kind of not get into the midst of the gunfire, right? Because look at me here, right? I'm just standing there waiting on people to dodge and just hitting them with the tow rocket. And I'm just getting points. I'm just doing damage and getting points without actually getting into the heat of the battle necessarily. See, there's points there. And I end up getting a kill right there. So position is very important in shooter games, especially a game like Hawken, in my opinion. Position is everything. Okay, so the first game went to Tarmin, Inamina, Kale, and Mona. Mona doesn't stick around for too long though. I think we end up teaming up on a game in the next few clips on, I believe it's Frontline. Yeah, here we go. Did we win this one? You know, I really can't remember, you know, but I know we're both running Berserker. I don't think I switched from Berserker in this game, and I really tried to put up a good fight. I don't think it really worked out, but match was pretty fun, and no one was sending hate mail or really glitching, so hey, there's that. I think we're in a pretty big battle for the AA right here. Not quite sure. I don't think it's quite working out for my team. I'm trying to see what's happening. It's frozen now, but the silo. Yeah, the enemy team is definitely taking control of this here. Wow, this is close. I'm on the brink of death, fighting an assault, escaping an infiltrator. Wow. Wow, ran out of luck. You know what I mean? I got me. Ran straight out of luck right there. Seems we're getting control of the silo. But if memory serves right, I don't think we really keep this up. Don't think we keep this up at all. I think Missile Assault is quite fun. I probably prefer Siege, but I think for very casual players, Missile Assault might really be the better alternative, as opposed to, you know, an alternative to what you call it, to Team Deathmatch. Inamina is very elusive in this mech, alright? I'm getting a headache just watching this footage right now. Alright? Like, seriously, I'm getting a bloody headache, guys. This looks like I'm about to run out of luck. No, I don't. I think I get away. We're to end up in a gunfight with this Kirby, but T-Rig, whatever his name is, ended up shooting me from behind with that godforsaken rocketeer. Those, what do you call them? The Hellfire rockets, man. Those things can be a real pain in the ass, man. We're still winning here, but I'm still not convinced that we actually win this game. But, you know, outside of just getting into this footage and all of that, there was something I wanted to talk about for quite some time. And I remember earlier I had mentioned the Euro servers sometimes having more sieges, and not just sieges, but also is sieges a word? Listen, guys, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. This is the first time I've ever tried to pluralize that word. Anyway, the Euro servers would always have more people getting into different game modes, such as Deathmatch, Siege, and sometimes MA, while in the US servers, you will have people really sticking to Team Deathmatch, right? Now, typically nothing is wrong with Team Deathmatch, but we all know how that works on console Hawken. I don't think I really need to even get into that topic. And outside of just the fact that Euro guys get into more game modes, I think there are a bunch of very distinctive differences between current American players, or quote-unquote American, because not everyone is American, who uses the US servers, and the quote-unquote European players, right? And over, I just find that it's a lot more casual in the US servers, meaning some of our American friends or the guys who play in the American servers, I find that it's playing Hawken is like I don't know, it's like huddling with your buddies and just having a chat and a drink and just, and which, listen, nothing is wrong with that approach whatsoever. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, guys, so please don't get bent out of shape. I just find it interesting that in Europe the guys tend to be a bit more hardcore. They use off-meta mechs. Typically they have a more sophisticated skill set, objectively speaking, meaning they can use meta mechs, but they are also very good with mechs that aren't quite as viable anymore, or mechs that are a little fancy, you know, little fancy pants mechs like Reapers and so on. And the reason why this sticks out to me so much is because I find myself aligned with the Euro guys in terms of their approach to the game and the passion that they have for it, which I think we're all passionate about it, obviously. I mean, we're still playing a dead fucking game, which it's been, what, how long has Hawken been out? Almost 10 years. I mean, if that's not passion, guys, I really don't know what is. But the point is, it's a different culture between the American servers and the Euro servers. A very different culture. That's how I would describe it. And I'm just more aligned with the current quote-unquote European culture in terms of how they approach the game and how they perceive the game and how that affects their play styles and so on. And I just find it weird, and I've been thinking many times now, just trying to figure out what causes that, you know, that real big disparity in terms of how they view the game and how that translates into the gameplay for the most part. And I think I figured it out. I think by chance or just some really bad luck, I think the American servers, top dogs, mostly all retired. Those are the guys who would be high tier fancy pants players. I think they're mostly just gone, while Europe still has a lot of those guys over there. So in America, what you'll find is, or in the American servers, the US servers, what you'll find is there are some very good team players there, but the guys who really love a good fight club, who would really go out there using a goddamn Reaper 80% of the time, a lot of these guys are gone. You know, Helos is gone, Heatstone is gone. To what I'm hearing, even Flutter doesn't really play anymore. I'm not sure who else was there who was really a player like those guys, because I wouldn't have been around at that time. But this is just me trying to make sense of it here, in, you know, what's currently, based on what I'm seeing currently happening on Hawken. So I'm not saying I'm 100% right, because like I said, I wasn't even there back then when the server still had a lot of top dogs there. But to my understanding, they used to have fight clubs a lot more. And I mean, that should be expected. If the game becomes less active, you're going to have less active great players, or players who like to experiment. So that's to be expected. I do wish there were still more people in the US servers who were a bit hardcore, who really enjoyed fight clubs, win or lose, who really liked 1v1s, win or lose, who liked to play some deathmatch as opposed to just team deathmatch. You know, guys who don't rely on team deathmatch in order to feel validated in some way because they're unable to, or they think they're unable to stop a dominant player in deathmatch or a 1v1. So team deathmatch kind of gives them this, I don't know, this ray of hope, like, you know, I can't kill this guy 1v1, but me and these 4 other guys can surely dominate this bastard. I do wish there were more players who cared less about that kind of thing and really wanted to just play and have fun. Because having Reaper deathmatches and Infiltrator deathmatches, guys, that's some of the most fun I really have on Hawken. You know what I mean? And I understand that not everyone can hang in those lobbies. I get that playing a dominant player 10 times in a row in deathmatch is no fun. But is the broken team deathmatch really a remedy for that though? Because if you are a high-ranking player in some circumstances, listen, I already said this before, if I play 20 TDMs, I'm going to win probably one of them, and I can assure you it is not my fault. Right? That's not even me being a cunt, guys. Like, it's not my fault. My team is just ill-equipped, right? They can't lend me proper support. So I'm saying this to say, sure, deathmatch can be a pain in the ass if you're facing a dominant player 10 times in a row, but TDM can be a pain in the ass for people as well. I mean, is it fair for a player to be, you know, punished 20 games in a row just because he's competent at the game? I mean, I don't think so. Even back when I was bronze, I didn't think that. I suppose the only time we'll really fix some of these issues is, I would say when, but at this point I'm just going to say if Hawken 2 gets here and we actually have a healthy player base and a game that's really functioning properly as it was meant to. And until then, I mean, all these wars are really, it's really pointless getting into it. But I mean, I still love playing the game, and I still like bringing you guys these videos. So here I am, bitching and moaning. No idea what kind of lag that was right there. I'm telling you, like, think Inamina died like 2 whole seconds after I killed him. I believe this was one of the last games. No, yeah, well, it's one of the last games. The actual last game that I played, I believe, was the match on what you call it, the match on Bunker where I was Infiltrator. I believe that was the very last game, and after it crashed we were like, just call it a night. Nice. I think I get this double kill. Opportunistic scout. Have to be opportunistic in deathmatch, especially if you have 300 HP. I mean, 2 good shots and it's night, guys. Tarmin doing a really good job with his shield trick right here. It's really annoying. Do I get him out of this shield? I don't think so, no. Situation seems really bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to get screwed over here, guys. Trying to make a run for it, but get a feeling I'm going to be... Yep, someone's coming over. I see them on the map. Ooh. What a tight spot. Oh my god. One more shot. One more shot and it would have been good. Fighting the Marauder with a scout is a real pain in the ass, guys. Trust me. I just healed up because even though I felt like I was winning the fight, I mean, he just needs to hit me once. Like, if he hits me once and hits me good, over. You know what I mean? I ruined the fun right there for me. Man, that Marauder hits hard, especially when you're running a scout. Can be really anxiety inducing fighting a mech like this when you have such low armor. Alright, GG. Let's see what match is up next. I believe that the last match is up next, meaning the very last match that I cover in this video. Yeah, I believe this is the one. And this match was pretty crazy. Very good scout run, in my opinion. Had a lot of fun. Had a blast on this one. Some of these kills are really cool. And I was just... I can't lie. I really was just so grateful getting a chance to really enjoy some missile assault, especially after my really long break. So I was just feeling pumped up, man. And coming back from my break, I've fallen in love with the Flak Scout all over again. I don't know what it is with this mech. I remember when I just downloaded Hawken, I would never have dreamed that I would have any interest in really running the Scout. I used to hate light mechs so much. I believe my first video was like this huge rant about light mechs. That's how much I hated them. But you know, running these mechs, these types of mechs, especially the Scout, kind of just reminds me of my Armored Core 5 day. Was it Armored Core 5? I believe it was Armored Core 5. It reminds me of those days when we would have that clan system and thing, and you know, there was this one player who used to run only lights. Some of the most badass players were the guys who ran, you know, what we call light mechs or A-class mechs. And the leader of my clan in particular, he ran a light mech that used, I believe, some kind of laser weapon, and he was really good. You know, so I was finding kind of, I don't know, I just feel really good running light mechs here and being able to do it as a competent player, especially when I think back to just how badly I sucked at Armored Core. I mean, it was just sucked pretty badly, and I never thought I would really get the hang of these mechs. It feels really good practicing and seeing that practice pay off, if you know what I mean. I was telling the guys the other day in the Discord that I really enjoy fighting sharpshooters. I don't know what it is. I just really love fighting these mechs. Almost, you know, irrespective of what mech I'm using, I just really love them. I love timing them. It makes you really anxious, but it's not super hard to time them either, so it's like this nice challenge. Nice. Is HG on my... Oh no, he's not on my team. I keep forgetting what team he's on whenever I'm playing this game, guys. I'm retarded. There's a fight here in this passage that I really want to point out, right? I want you to look at how I dodge some of these bullets from the sniper right here. You'll see my scout do this motion to the right. Look at it right here. To the right. You see that? And I dodged them, and I got to boost towards him, and then I did the I got even more of a lead in damage. Didn't get to close it, but I just wanted to point that out because I'm an advocate for not flying in Hawken, and I just like to have clips like that to show people that you don't have to jump around like a bunny rabbit all the time in order to avoid getting hit. And those subtle motions, among other things, can really help you to avoid damage, even if you're not like, you know, taking off like a goddamn SpaceX rocket. So that's that. Couldn't quite get it right here. Couldn't quite get it right. Had to take a break because I ended up losing the... I was fighting him in, like, you know, at close and mid-range. I was doing sort of alright, but for some reason I just couldn't fail to really land those shots again right there. Yeah, not quite sure why I couldn't get it right there. I was probably running out of mental stamina. It's a pretty lengthy match, you know. MA and Siege can go on for a while. What's going on here? No. What am I thinking to do? Oh, maybe I was waiting on... someone was chasing me and I was trying to get away. Okay. I was about to overheat, so I just went into the corner, but ran out of luck. Because obviously if I overheated, staying right in front of a brawler made, you know, zero sense. Especially in the Scout. I mean, if that thing sneezes too hard, I'd be dead. Well, my team clearly has this one under control here, guys. I didn't really look at the composition of the teams. I'm trying to understand how we even managed to win this one. Because, I mean, typically I'm shit out of luck when it comes to these teams. And they have HG, they have... Isn't it just me and Inamina on my team? Or is it... No, it's me, Tarmin. Oh, it's me, Tarmin, Inamina. Okay, so I have a pretty good team as well. I mean, I'm just glad I didn't get screwed in all the matches. You know, the game had to throw me a fucking bone eventually, guys. Had to do it eventually, alright? Alright. So me and Tarmin are definitely dominating here. I mean, I feel like some of my best team games are with me and Tarmin on the same team. Well, I wanted to help him there, but with the Scout, it's kind of hard to lend that frontline support like that, especially if the enemy is using something like a recruit. Really have to be careful. But yeah, I feel like some of my best team games is with me and Tarmin teaming up. I have this one game where we were playing in Europe. I was Infiltrator, he was Vitro, and we were on the same team. Such a crazy game. So good, and it ended up crashing. Such a shame. Not sure what was happening just at that time with Kale. Like he stepped away from the controller or something, I'm not sure. I feel like I die here. Oh no, I don't. I believe these guys are newer players or new players. They seem to get the gist of things for Missile Assault though. Because like I said earlier, I mean, it's not quite as nuanced as what you call it, as Siege. Siege, I think, has a lot more to it in terms of the strategy. Even though there are ways to really break down how you can turn MA into a real chess game if you're really serious about it in terms of your mech selection and the objectives for each mech. But Siege on any given day is really tactical, really takes some thinking. So I can definitely see newer players struggling with really understanding what's happening in a Siege. I'm not sure why that guy wasn't really shooting. Like, I'm not sure what, he was kind of just standing there. Anyway, guys, this video is pretty much wrapped up. Remember to like and to share and definitely hit subscribe. Until next time, Bang Kai out.
What we do here is go back.